like to welcome everyone to the Board of Public Works and Safety, February 13th, 2020 meeting. Roll call, please.
Mr. Perez.
Here.
Mr. Margraff.
Here.
Mr. Long.
Here.
Any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
No. Approval of minutes of the meeting of January 5th, 2020.
I motion we defer the minutes of the meeting of January 5th, 2020.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Correspondence, A. Here they are. Right-of-way permit submitted for approval by the engineering department. All vetted. All vetted? Okay.
Okay. Motion that we approve the right-of-way permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item B, correspondence received from Indiana Harbor Belt Railroad Company requesting permission to close State Line Avenue at Brainerd Avenue to allow for replacement of the entire rail crossing beginning the week of April 13th, 2020, and continuing for 10 business days, weather permitting. Mr. Butt.
Good morning.
Morning.
We, the engineering department has coordinated with the Illinois Department of Transportation, who's taken the lead on this project, and IHB, which is the crossing. This crossing is immediately west of State Line on Goslin, so they're going to have to close the Indiana side. And that's what this request is for. We've reviewed their detour plan. They're going to detour all the traffic to 165th. Because rather than going to Sibley, apparently that was a problem in the past where they diverted truck traffic to Sibley, and that caused a lot of problems. So we, at that time, years ago, I coordinated with Mark, that 65th worked out a lot better, and so we're recommending that.
What about going north? Any detour going north from there? Everything?
It's possible, but their very elaborate detour plan is shown that detour.
I mean, that's a total closure, right?
Yeah, it's for 10 days. And so we've looked at it, reviewed it, and we recommend approval.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make a motion to approve Indiana Harbor Belt's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, item C, correspondence received from Chief of Police John Doty requesting the relinquishment of shift differential pay to correctional officers Ryan Terry and Dylan Lassard effective February 7th, 2020, and disposal authorization submitted for approval. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Lassard?
Yep. Okay, I make a motion to approve Chief Doty's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item D, correspondence received from the Hammond Fire Department requesting additional language to be added to the Hammond Fire Department rules and regulations to reflect additional responsibilities of paramedics and EMTs.
Mr. President, a lot of departments reviewed this. It's come from the fire department. It is better language for their policies and procedures manual, just to better instruct regarding paramedics and EMTs. I think it clarifies a lot of things. I think it's good language. I would request its approval as presented.
Okay, make a motion to approve the Hammond Fire Department's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item E, rental registration hearing on property located at 1510 Truman Street.
Name and address.
Name and address?
Yeah, no, you can tell them.
Oh, my name is Victor Pulido. The address is 1510 Truman Street in Hammond, Indiana, 46320. Sid code?
Yeah, what we have here is Mr. Pulido purchased this property in 2018. He registered it for 2019, or I'm sorry, he registered it in 2018, did not register it for 2019. This is one unit. He is not registered yet for 2020,
And is that why we're here?
2019.
Can you elaborate as to the oversight for 2019, sir?
2019, I try to speak English, okay? My language is Spanish. I try to make repairs inside, paint, and my mom come from Mexico. My sister is living there, so I don't charge no rent. That is, I never thinking I need to get a permit, you know?
Is he familiar with the affidavit?
I don't believe so. He's a fairly new landlord. As I said, he lived at this address previously
Okay.
until he purchased it, and then he rented it out.
Sir, when's the first time you rented the place out?
First time is 3 years ago, you know?
You rented it out 3 years ago, or maybe?
2018. ¿Cuándo es la primera vez que lo rentó?
Hace como 3 años.
Sí, 3 years. And he did register it in 2019, or
Okay.
2018, I'm sorry.
So in 2019, were the renovations going on the whole year?
En 2019, ¿estaba reparando la casa todo el año?
Casi sí, porque estaba yo también ahí quedándome, y mi mamá y mi hermana.
He said not the whole year, but he was staying there as well as his mom and his sister.
So no rental income from 2019?
No, he said that he didn't charge him.
And
And then what about now this year?
no,
Sí, lo está rentando ahorita.
ya, el primero del año,
Yes, he was starting.
ya.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to recommend that, excuse me, I'm going to make a motion that we waive the late fee. Sir, you will have to register for 2019 and 2020, and you can do that at the conclusion of today's meeting if you'd like.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so that's my motion.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Item F, rental registration hearing on property located at 7112 California Avenue. Mr. Alcala? Why don't you? Eugenia Alcala? Must be
We have Mr. Ramon Medina as the owner.
yeah, we've got a different name.
Different name.
What address might you have?
7112 California, Mr. Ramon Medina, we have at 7642 Missouri.
We do have that address, we just got a
Okay.
different name.
Okay, so they would have got.
Okay. They're not here?
Would you still like to hear it?
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
This is just one unit. They registered previous, 2016, 17, and 18. That's when they purchased it in 2016. They only owe for 2019. And they also need to obviously register for 2020. So we are here only for one unit, 2019.
Any issues?
Nothing in our system.
Okay.
Is it the, what are we going to do about that name? Should we act on it without having the right name or no? Okay, gotcha, okay. Okay, I'm going to make a motion that we apply the late fee for 2019 at a cost of $500, and they'll also have to register for 2020.
Thank you.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item G, notice of violation hearing on property located at 4225 Torrance Avenue.
How's it going? Bart Grabowski, 4225 Torrance Ave. In late 2019, we purchased a home, originally a duplex, and at that time, we sent in a rental registration for the duplex, and it was found that we've been in correspondence with the inspection department that the house was never registered as a duplex. And so since beginning of 2020, we were in correspondence with the inspections department to convert the duplex into a single-family home.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
that's basically, we inspected the property and we come to find that the ceiling height of the second floor was only 6'10", which does not meet minimum standards for habitable space. And there were never any permits in our ledgers to show backdating that it was constructed as a 2-unit property, therefore it was originally a single-family home. And under the old owner, we assumed that it was converted through the old owner.
Okay.
And at the time, Mr. Pawlowski bought the property, we informed him that since he does own the property, it became his liability.
And you're all in agreement with what they're requesting you to do?
Yes, yes.
Good, okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a motion, that we're approving the notice of violation.
Approving the findings.
Approving the findings of the notice of violation of 4225 Torrance Avenue.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do we need a status?
I don't think so.
Okay, okay.
Just stay in contact with us.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Nicely done, man. Item H, correspondence received from Ms. Donna Muda. Oh, boy. Oh, that's part of it. Okay.
Okay.
Special Events Coordinator requesting permission to close several streets during the Festival of the Lakes beginning at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, July 15th, 2020 through July 19th, 2020 at midnight, and permission to hold a commercial fireworks display on Friday, July 17th, 2020 and July 18th, 2020 on the island of Wolf Lake Memorial Park.
Mr. President, on behalf of the Parks Department, this is the annual request. I don't believe there's any changes from prior years, and we would request its approval.
All right, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to approve, Donna Muta's request.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. Item I, notice to owners of affected property, 7018 Grand Avenue and 3507 171st Street. It's just acknowledged? Okay, we're just acknowledging that we received the correspondence.
Okay.
All right, we're just, this issue, we're just acknowledging that we received the correspondence from the City Planning Commission. Item J, correspondence received from Ms. Sue Rack, Supervisor Hammond Animal Control, requesting a copy of the insurance policy from Mr. Theodore and Alejandro Wagner as required by the Board of Public Works and Safety. Do we? Okay, do we have it?
So we've received the deck page, which is kind of like, you know, if you know insurance policies, that's like the sheet that tells you what insurance you have, how much your limits are, and things like that. I have yet to receive the policy, but I've asked Lynn to send a letter, now that we have the policy number. I've asked her to send a letter to, I think it's Geico, if I'm not mistaken.
Right,
It's
yeah.
American Bankers Insurance Company,
Yeah.
I think is what the deck page
Geico
is.
is the name of the company, though, yeah.
Yeah, Geico. So we're going to send a letter to Geico asking for the policy. As you all know, I just want to make sure there's not like an exclusion for dogs or something like that, just so we know that there's coverage. I would maybe set this over for 30 days, just to give us time to get the policy and review it, and then maybe stick it back on old business, maybe at the middle of March, end of March, something like that.
Is there a date you want me to pick? March 19th, okay? Okay, I'm gonna make a motion that we move this to March 19th for status, 2020.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item K, service agreement to perform and provide financial consulting services with Sender and Company.
Mr. President, this was requested by the Controller's Office. Mr. Sender has provided good service to the city and especially the Controller's Office and assistance as needed for several years. This is another renewal of that contract. I've requested its approval as presented.
Okay, I make a motion to accept the service agreement with Sender and Company.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Garage sale permit submitted for approval.
They're getting ahead of the game.
Where's the word?
This is in June.
Gustatory? Don't forget gustatory now.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget. I make a motion, we approve the garage sale permit, sorry.
I second.
Very nice. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No, I don't see anything here. I didn't bring anything.
Doesn't matter. Something extra? No.
No. Yeah, I just saw the,
There was a seat with this hawk cutting TNT and cable lines.
see it? Didn't see it. All I saw on your desk was the, agenda. That's all I'd see.
I could
Okay.
take care of it too, yeah.
Item 6, matters from board members.
No, sir.
Perez?
No, sir.
Nothing?
No, no, sir.
Okay, all right. Nobody out here, okay. Matters from other department heads or their representatives. Okay, new business, I see none. Old business, deed restriction for property located at 1503 Myrtle Avenue.
I have sent out the deed restriction to the owners. I just have not received any message back whether or not they did receive it or if they have signed it. I will get in contact with them today about if they have signed it and if they can send us over a copy so we have it for our file.
So we need to keep this on,
Just, I would say one more week.
okay,
We just want to get it back so we can record it.
sure,
So status for next week?
sure.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion that we set 1503 Myrtle over for status to February 20th, 2020.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. Item BB, perpetual pump station easement, City of Hammond, a municipal corporation, Forest Avenue Pump Station.
Okay, this is, yes, Mr. President and Board. So this is kind of an ongoing issue. The Chief of Staff has been working with engineering and the Sanitary District and Little Cal River Basin Commission, Mr. Repay over there, to figure out language that's acceptable to the Sanitary District and the Army Corps of Engineers. I think we're going to need a little more time, although I would probably amend the listing of this item, because Dean, I don't think it deals with just Forest Avenue, right? Yeah, so just maybe put it, pump stations, plural, or something like that, and we'll have those documents for you hopefully within the next week or two. Maybe set it over for 2 weeks, might be the best.
Okay. That's good, Lynn. February 27th? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a motion, we set this over for status to March 27th.
February.
Excuse me, I
February.
keep saying March.
That's okay.
February
We want it to
27th,
be March.
2020, and changing of the language to stations instead of station.
Thank you.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I got March in my head for some reason.
Spring training, man.
Keep saying March.
Item 10, meeting open to the public. Anyone out there like to say anything? Nothing?
Then I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Please. Second.
Second, Mr. Perez, thank you very much. Meeting